What's up, Leafs Nation? Welcome back to another game preview. I'm Zack Phillips, and today we'll be taking a look at game number 39 of the Toronto Maple Leafs regular season as they face off against, yes, the New York Islanders yet again here tonight. We'll dig into the line combinations for today, give out our best bet, and it's all a presentation of Bet365, proud partner of Leafs Nation pregame and the Leafs Nation After Dark. Open an account with Bet365 today and bet on a huge range of markets. Use code NATION, N-A-T-I-O-N, all caps, code NATION, N-A-T-I-O-N, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Okay, let's take a look first and foremost at tonight's lines for today. What we had for today compared to what we had in the last game of the Maple Leafs is not overly different. Taking a look at daily face-off, first line, Pacioretty, Tavares, Marner stay together there. Second line, we go Nyes, Kampf, and Nylander, who found themselves on the back of the board there, connecting with a beautiful pass from William Nylander the other day. David Kampf ending up finding himself in front of the net alone and buries the guy who I think the term was a black hole of offense. Finds a way to score on that second line, so good for him in there. Not Matthew Nyes, still looking for him to continue to elevate his game. Obviously, as you guys know, I was not able to catch much of the last one, but by the sounds of it, Nick and Vic told me that he looked like he was buzzing, and that is a good sign. I'm pretty happy with the top six of what we see here. Obviously, you would like Austin Matthews in the top six and not David Kampf, but regardless, you make it work with what you've got. Down to your third line, we're going to keep... I don't even know what we're calling this line. We had BMW when Nylander was in there. There's not really too much that's overly creative between McMahon, Domi, and Robertson. But regardless, these guys have been finding ways to connect, finding ways to get in the back of the net. And if you're going to have a bottom six who can contribute and have like somewhat of an identity like these guys have developed for themselves with this fast line that's annoying to play against. They're able to get in hard on the forecheck. McMahon and Domi are not afraid of anybody. Their physical presence. Even Nick Robertson has been hitting guys and finishing checks. That third line has been pretty productive, and they can score goals. You got to take it. You got to take what you can get out of them. Steven Lorentz, this fourth line, him, Connor Dewar, and Ryan Reeves. Even they found a way to score last game. Ryan Reeves, a primary assist. Overall, I'm not really concerned about the lineup here today. I do kind of like what I'm seeing out of these guys, like the fact that we're getting production from your bottom six, but not just the bottom six that needs to produce now, it would be the defense. So that's your forward lines. I like what I see from those guys. As per our D here tonight, I think we're going to get Oliver Ekman-Larsson back. He was sick the other day, but defensive pairings that we've got right now. First pairing, McCabe and Tanev, obviously we know they're the best defensive pairing that this Leafs team has. They should be playing together if you're looking for shutdown D and a group to just go up against any pairing, any matchup, any line that the other team throws out there. It would be McCabe and Tanev. Morgan Riley and Philippe Myers go together on the second pairing. You guys know how I feel about that one. Not the biggest fan there, but then you go down to the third pairing right now. Benoit and Ekman-Larsson. Obviously, Ekman-Larsson stabilizing presence. I like him jumping back in here alongside Simone Benoit. Unfortunate for Connor Timmins, but you know what? His play has dipped, and when you've got guys like Riley, Tanev, McCabe, and Ekman-Larsson, they're just going to go ahead of you. You have to find ways to outplay Benoit and Myers, which I love. I love internal competition. So that is your defense. Let's go to the power play units. Matthew Nyes, John Tavares, Mitch Marner, Morgan Riley, and William Nylander. If you're gonna get more production from your defense, I think the easiest way to do so would be on the power play. If Ekman-Larsson on the second unit, Morgan Riley on the first unit can start to join in, then that is a massive, massive plus. But the concern would be that the power plays have stunk of recent, so they need to pick up their level of play. Let's call it what it is. Those are your power play lines. Those are your forward lines and your defense lines for tonight, courtesy of Daily Faceoff. Thank you to them. As per our starting goalies here tonight, currently on the Maple Leafs side, Joseph Woll, and on the Islanders, Ilya Sorokin. Those two goaltenders are confirmed. Again, thank you to Daily Faceoff for the confirmation. Let's get to our best bet segment for tonight's game. Our best bet is brought to you by Bet365, proud partner of the Leafs Nation pregame and the Leafs Nation After Dark. Open an account Bet365 today and bet on a huge range of markets. Use code NATION, N-A-T-I-O-N, all caps, code NATION. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Okay, We lost the last one that we had given out the other day there. It was unfortunate that it went the way that it did. Matthew Nye's power play point plus 625. I thought we were going to end up having a good shot at getting Matthew Nye's, taking advantage of the net front position. They want him to be more reckless. They want him to kind of take control of that area. It felt like, Nyes goes in there. He's going to be able to create chaos, maybe gets a tip, a deflection. This power play needs to fix itself. Unfortunately, betting power play anything at this point for the Maple Leafs is not ideal. So that one ultimately does not cash, and it is yet another loss for us here on the show. But that only brings us down 0.58 units on the season. We'll look to get that back here today with another best bet. And this one I'm going to be taking a different approach. I bet on shots on goal for this Leafs team twice. Neither one of those has cashed. And unfortunately, actually, both times Marner and Tavares over shots on goal, they finished the game with 0, which that's a bad look on my behalf. But, if you're not first, you're last. If you don't win, you lost. So it doesn't matter if they got 2 and I needed 3, or if they got 0 and I needed 3. It lost either way. So we'll try to get ourselves back in the right column here tonight. But I'm going to take a different approach. And this is a way of betting on the Leafs defense here tonight. And that's going to be going over to the shots on goal section for tonight's game over in the Bet365 app, website, however it is that you would like to be betting, because either way, Bet365, the interface is amazing. Take a look at shots on goal. We're going to go Matt Barzal, shots on goal over under, sorry, as I clicked the wrong one there. We're going to go Matt Barzal under 2.5 plus 110. We're going to go half unit, $50 on this one, profits you 55. Matt Barzal under 2.5. Here's the thing. First of all, we have a good mathematical edge on this one. We're getting best price in market on the under 2.5 plus 110. We're finding it elsewhere, like juice to the under or favored to the under on the 2.5 in that range. Another thing, he's gone under this number in 6 of his last 10 games. And on top of this, I'm just looking at a Leafs team that needs to get things together defensively. They need to be much more stingy, much more tight defensively. They need to be harder to generate against. And that feels like it comes with a shutdown pairing of McCabe and Tanev, who could likely be playing against Barzal a lot here tonight. You're going to get a unit of Pacioretty and Tavares and Marner, who are going to be going against them, who I feel like I can trust defensively. And you're going to get a team defense that Berube is going to continue to push, especially as we get into the new year here, and say, hey, we need to be better. We need to be tighter. I feel like this just leans in our favor for the Islanders to not generate as much offense, and on top of that, not generate as many shots. So Matt Barzal under 2.5 shots on goal is my best bet for tonight. It's not necessarily an Islanders bet. It's a way of backing the Maple Leafs defensively here tonight. That'll do it for today's game preview. If you did enjoy this, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe here to the channel, turn on notifications so you get notified every time Leafs Morning Take comes out, if it's pregame videos that we're doing, if it's after dark shows that's going on, all of that stuff. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe, turn on notifications. I also want to see your predictions, whether you're watching this on Twitter. Drop your thoughts, your predictions, your best bets in the replies. If you're watching this on YouTube, drop those in the comments as well. I want to know what you think about tonight, what you think about this best bet, all of that and more. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it as always. We'll see you guys for another edition of Leafs Nation After Dark following tonight's game. Until then, keep believing. For more content just like this, including game previews, post-game live shows, Leafs Morning Take, Monday through Friday with Nick Alberga and Jay Rosehill with special guests, as well as instant reaction videos. Make sure to be subscribed here to the Leafs Nation YouTube channel. Turn on notifications so you don't miss anything, and drop a like.